should just start with some news of the day. We're recording this on Thursday afternoon, and that is Greater Manchester Police, and a couple of controversies that are gripping Greater Manchester Police at the moment. Start with one. This is a story around 3 women who've now come forward to say that they have been strip searched by Greater Manchester Police, one of whom has waived her right to anonymity. What's your reaction to that? It's an extraordinary story, isn't it?
Yeah, they're very distressing cases. And my first reaction is to say, as I always would in a situation like this, that they must be fully, properly and independently investigated, and they will be. That's important for the individuals concerned and what they've experienced, that they have answers. But also just for women's confidence in policing here in Greater Manchester and more broadly, because there are issues, aren't there, that people have now, given some of the news over recent times. So from my point of view, it's answering that question, are kind of women safe when they're in the custody of the police? And in my view, they are. But whenever a case like this arises, you have to really be sure that you're looking into all of the issues involved. And that's why I'm pleased that we've been able to agree with Dame Vera Baird, KC, obviously a very senior criminal barrister, former victims commissioner, that she will come in and we're just discussing the details, but she will come in and look at these cases and just advise us as to any wider issues arising for these arrangements in Greater Manchester.
I mean, some of the details of this one particular woman's case, Zaina Iman, Sky News story, I mean, they're really horrendous, aren't they? She's forced face down onto a thin mattress. Police officers take off her jeans, cut off her knickers, pull a pair of oversized custody shorts over her legs, remove her top, bra, leaving her alone, topless, all captured on CCTV. And yet, funnily enough, and this isn't the first time we've seen this in a police story recently, a couple of crucial hours of CCTV evidence appears to have gone missing.
Yeah, as I say, these are serious cases.
This is astonishing, isn't it? The CCTV going missing. I mean, that's disturbing.
Well, it's to be honest, there is still work underway within Greater Manchester Police to try and locate it, and there are hours of evidence that have been made available, but there are, as you say, there are missing hours. But there is a lot of work underway to retrieve that. But no one here is flinching away from any of this. This is really serious. It's why the case has gone back to the IOPC, and that has happened. But it's also why Vera Baird is going to help us understand the wider issues here, because there are wider issues about custody and the practices within.
Do you think women in Greater Manchester have confidence in the Greater Manchester Police, and should do?
Yes, broadly, I think they do. Greater Manchester Police has been through difficult times itself in the recent past, but we have a new chief constable. He's been in post a significant amount of time now, and he's brought a huge amount of change to Greater Manchester.
And you have confidence in it?
Yes, indeed, very much so. Some of the issues relate not to his time. I think if you live here, you would experience the change that there's been in Greater Manchester Police. There has been a really significant change, and I think what people will also see is that when things do go wrong, there's no sense of kind of hiding away, or that's not how we work. I've got a long kind of history of challenging poor practice in policing through Hillsborough and other things. So I just don't work in that way. So when this fully came to my attention, and actually there are 3 cases, I had found out about one of them a few weeks ago when it had been really brought to my attention. I've since met that person and discussed things with our Deputy Mayor, Kate Green. So, we take all of this extremely seriously. But to answer your question, yes, people can have confidence in our police leadership here, but also in Greater Manchester Police more broadly.
The Newsagents. This is a Global Player original podcast.